Hi guys, Marlin 1894 stainless steel in 44 mag. So what this is doing is when you sometimes work the action, like now, you get to that point and the action will not unlock right there. And you can fool around with it a bit and then you'll get it to work. And I know guys will say you got to work it hard and don't baby them, but it does it either way. Sometimes you can work it hard, it will get stuck there. Other times, it only does it when you baby it. Some say don't have the gun in a certain position, but this one does it intermittently, whether I'm holding it up, level, on its side. It gets that lockup. It's kind of the lockup that you normally get, or you get with most Marlins. If you got it upside down, it definitely locks up. So this one does that. There it worked fine. There it hooks, and I'm guessing it's on there because there's a little locking block that moves in there that locks the bolt. The other thing it does is when you got cartridges in it, when the next cartridge comes back, it doesn't come back all the way and it jams up the gun. So I'm thinking there's a sharp bit on the back of the loading gate that's causing that. I'm not sure if it's got the problem of the typical Marlin jam, where it tries to feed two rounds in. I don't know. I haven't got it to run smoothly enough so I can see if it does that. I will check that when I got it apart anyway. Okay, taking the 94 apart, I start by taking off the lever first. And it just pulls out of the gun. Next we can take the stock off. Single screw that holds that in. Pull the stock off. I like to take out the hammer spring, and I just hold the spring and I tap out the brace. There's a spring. At this stage we can undo the hammer pin. And screw. Another screw. Bottom end of the receiver can come off. Locking block. Bolt should slide out the back. Cartridge lifter. Loading gate. And its little screw. The ejector. That's as far as I need to go for this. I'm going to check it for burrs, polish out any burr I can find, and put it back together and see how it goes from there. Okay, got the polishing done. So what I did was I polished the back end of the loading gate. It had a sharp corner right there, and you would get a round would stick, the rim would stick right there on that part. So I gave that a polish. The way this locks up is it sits in the gun like that. So obviously that's a pivot point, and this is fixed in the rail, so it gets to there, and this pushes up into the lug. So that dimension is critical, otherwise you're not going to get the lever to push the locking lug in far enough. Then when you pull it out, remember it's fixed there, so this will pull that out, and as soon as it gets it out of battery, it's supposed to swing around so that it can clear. So that is important to be polished, and it must be able to take that corner after it's pulled it out. Anyway, I had it in and out, doing a little bit at a time, making sure that I don't take off too much. So that's polished, that's face polished, that corner's polished, that corner's polished, and that's polished. The hammer polished there, and also polished the little nub on the bolt that interfaces there. Assembling. Start with the loading gate. I did shorten the loading gate screw slightly because it was protruding on the inside. Cartridge elevator. Ejector. The ejector's got a little tab at the bottom end there, and it just sits. It sits in that slot with that little tab in the hole. So and it's held in by the bolt. You can put the bolt in. After the bolt, we'll put the locking lug in. And we can put the bottom metal on. And you don't want to tighten this up. You just want to kind of get it in place so that it can float. And now we can do the other screws. We can put the lever in. Makes it easier if you just pull up on the locking block and just open the bolt slightly so it doesn't slide back in there. And then you can get the lever in. Screw for the lever. Hammer forward. Put that spring on. This is a clever way, the way this was designed. So you just put that on there, and it's got a little slot there, little oblong hole. Put that in there, line it up, and then you just push back on this, and it will click into that. It'll click into that little recess on its own, and then cam itself in. And I'll just push it in so it's kind of in the middle of the frame. Stock goes on. Single long screw. Yep, now we just need to torque up all the screws. There you go, guys. I sorted it out. It's slicker than it's ever been, and there's no way of can't get it to jam. Even upside down, it does. I can work the lever upside down if I go slowly, and I kind of tap it, I can get it to stick, because I'm tapping the that locking lug back down into the receiver, or into the bolt. Call that a success. Hope you guys found that interesting and that it helped somebody out there. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.